Well, that's her second.
Hmm?
Shirley. No, no. You stay there. I'll do it. Regard this as a second caution, Shirley. One more time and you're down the nick.
Oh, leave it out. It ain't my turn.
You know the rules. I should go into bed if I were you.
What do you bleeding think I've been trying to do for the last 6 hours?
Hello, darling. You looking for company?
What?
No, sorry, no, leave it. Oh, leave it.
I've just been accosted by a curb crawler.
Yeah, I expect it's the uniform.
Yeah, I expect it is. That's why I joined, really. The uniform. That and the company, of course.
I don't know if you realise it, sir, but this area is currently frequented by prostitutes.
Really? No, I had no idea.
You see, we're quite near the fruit market here, and they get after the lorry drivers.
Oh, really?
Only it's the third time you've driven past here in the last 10 minutes.
Yes, well, you see, the thing is, I'm lost. I'm trying to find Kinsey Road.
I left your agent at home, have you, sir? Would you like us to phone your wife and ask her to look up directions for you?
I don't think that would be necessary, officer, thank you. I think I can find my way now. Thanks for your help.
You rotten bugger. You really enjoy this job, don't you?
You can't beat a couple of days on Tom's squad, can you?
I don't know how they manage it at this time of day.
Don't you? Some of us are like broom handles in the morning, you know.
Broom handles. Dishcloths more like.
Ooh.
878, receiving over.
Loud and clear, over.
Are you coming in, Nick?
Yeah, put kettle on, will you?
Could you just call in at Lexford Square on the way, please? Hey?
Stuck in a bloody wheelchair.
Hello, 878.
Yeah, I heard.
There's an all-night party at number 24.
Got dressed for it, Dinesh.
Sorry? There's been a lot of complaints. If we could just have a word, please.
I can't Yorkie stick to it. She's beat.
He's on a call. Knight's paid a visit, but apparently the party's still going strong. There's an old lady who keeps ringing up.
You should go ex-directorate then.
Look, this is not telecom happy hour, sure. Just do as you're told. Over and out. Don't let him mess you about.
Who's been at these? Had them sorted once. Why people can't put things back where they got them from, I don't know. Back in your hutch and shut the door. Go on.
Sarge, you see my bulletin?
No, fortunately not, Reg.
Oh, yeah, but you had it on parade, didn't you, Sarge?
Only my copy.
Jimmy Carver probably nicked it. Reads them in bed at night.
Carver. Right, thanks.
Yeah, while you're up there, call and see the Chief Super. He just rang down for you.
Me?
Mm.
Oh. Oh, yeah, well, perhaps he wants to brief me for the DAC's visit, eh, Sarge?
Who can say, Reg? Maybe he wants you to brief him.
Yeah.
Must be a funny life being a prostitute. I wonder if they get any satisfaction out of it.
Do you, then?
What?
Get any satisfaction? Out of your job.
Except when I'm with you, yeah.
Right, test this on general police duties, will you?
Test yourself.
So where's the fire?
Sorry to trouble you, sir. We're following up complaints about your noise level. I believe you've already had one visit.
Party's over, man.
Could we just come in off the step, please, sir?
So?
What do you want?
We're just trying to keep the peace with the neighbours, madam.
Neighbours? All people do round here is complain, complain. If we want to have a party, we have a party. Don't ask their permission.
If you could just keep the noise down a bit in future.
What noise? You got a warrant to be in my flat? If not, piss off.
Wicked!
Get in there. Go on, piss off. You got no right pushing in here. It's harassment.
Look, love, all we're asking for is a bit of consideration for others. Right?
Yeah, Nick. Did you notice the kid?
Which one?
The one that was in the bedroom.
The baby?
Excuse me,
Yes, love.
have you been to 24?
Yes.
Number 24. I can't stand no more of it.
Yeah, look, we've had a word, but it's no good you people keep ringing us up, you see. You've got to put it in writing to environmental health.
The environmental health officer, love. The town hall. The party noise.
Not the party. The child, the screaming half an hour ago.
The baby crying.
The girl, Natalie, her name. I hear everything through them walls, you know. And it go on and on for months. And I said to myself, it's none of your business. Maybe the child deserves what she get, but I can't stand no more.
Are you saying that they beat the girl then, Mrs.
Baker, Louise Baker, is the mother do the beating. And I don't care if she put she big boyfriends on me. That child been hurt.
But have you actually seen?
Bruises like that on her arm. The Lord forgive me for not telling you sooner.
Well, let's hope it all works out, Hollis. Brian?
Thank you very much, sir.
Morning, sir. Hollis. You really needn't have bothered coming in so early, sir. Everything's under control.
I noticed the painters haven't finished yet.
I'll be gone by 10.
And the yard's in a filthy state. Get somebody to clear up the oil, will you?
Sergeant Penny has it in hand, sir.
Good. How's the Bude Street operation going?
Still quite a lot of activity this morning, sir. They've spread out a little from the market and lorry park.
In broad daylight? So if the DAC comes up where he's going to see a tart on every corner, is he?
Hardly, sir.
Well, can we show a bit of urgency and get shot of the ladies onto somebody else's patch? If we better nick somebody important curb crawling, it would be very embarrassing. Anything else?
Yes, you won't forget the Brownies, will you, sir?
Brownies?
Yes, sir. The local pack are visiting today. You authorised last week before we knew about the DAC. I didn't cancel because Mr. Wainwright's very keen on community involvement. I'd be quite impressed if he bumps into a few Brownies.
Yes, all right, Brian. I'll leave it in your capable hands.
Right, sir. And I hope you don't mind, sir. I've replaced your coffee cups. The old ones were rather grubby.
Trevor has a full driving licence. Frank does not have a driving licence, but wishes to hire a car for the weekend. Trevor lends Frank his licence so that Frank may present it when hiring a car. Frank does so.
Look at this,
Frank
though.
is stopped
Top
in-
brass should scenics as they are, not all tarted.
Are you listening?
Yeah, yeah.
Frank produces Trevor's licence. However, the police officer happens to know Trevor, so he realises something is wrong and seizes the licence. At what point is an offence first committed, contrary to section 169 of the Highways Act?
2 slices of toast and a cup of tea, please, love. DAC wants to see her in action. She always turns her back on you when you want to speak to her, you know that? Anyway, Brown will probably bus in staff from the Dorchester just for the day.
Can I have a cup as well, please, love? A, when Trevor lends his licence to Frank. B, when Frank uses the licence to hire a car. C, when Frank produces the licence.
I'll get these. Thanks, love. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Or D, no offence is committed under section 169 because the officer was not deceived when Frank produced the licence. Ah, well, come on then.
The answer's A.
Why?
A person commits an offence who, with intent to deceive, uses, lends to, or allows to be used by another a licence or other document to which this section applies. Therefore, the first offence is committed when Trevor lends
Yeah,
the
all
licence
right,
to
all right,
Frank.
all right. Let's try on crime.
How's it going, Mastermind?
Yeah, all right, Sarge.
It's quite good on traffic.
Know the Attorney General's guidelines? The thoughts of E.T.?
I'll give us a break, Sarge.
Yeah, only a month to go, Edwards. Denying the law, you don't know how to apply it with tact and sensitivity. Promotion is only for those who can see beyond their power as enforcers.
Here you are. Here's a good one. Which of the following statements will be correct?
Rickshaw's a prat.
In relation to the offence of vehicle interference under Section 9 Criminal Attempts Act 1981. 1. Applies to motor vehicles only. 2. Applies to motor vehicles and trailers. 3. May be committed only in a street or public place. 4. May be committed anywhere. A. 1 and 3. B. 1 and 4. C. 2 and 3. Or D. 2 and 4.
What? D. The offence is committed where a person interferes with a motor vehicle or trailer with the intention that a specified offence will be committed by himself or some other person. There's no restriction on where the offence may be committed. Well, never mind, Edwards. You can always go back down the leak mines. You're not in CID yet, Jimbo. You know, you can still sit with your mates.
Don't I think, Sarge? My social worker always told me to keep away from policemen.
Viv Martella,
Yes, Sarge?
when you can spare a moment, you and I are going to have a little session with the dog's lost book.
Whatever turned you on, Sergeant?
And if you must import him, don't do it here. You'll put the painters off their stroke.
Yeah, the kid's face was definitely bruised. It was dark in there, but you could see the kid's eye was all puffed up.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time. The name's Winston. He came to light through school last time, as far as I can remember.
She's already known to youth and community.
Oh, yeah.
then?
I sent off the F-78 myself.
So who should I...
It's all right. I'll do it.
Oh, thanks, Yorkie.
No problem. It's on my ground anyway.
Cheers.
Sarge.
What's the matter, Reg?
I've been nominated.
Really? May I ask what for?
Yeah, but the Federation rep.
Federation rep? You?
Yeah, well, a couple of the lads on nights put me forward. Only I wanted you to be the first to know. Because I've always thought that you and me had a lot in common, Sarge.
Oh, I wouldn't have said that, Hollis.
Well, no. Of course you wouldn't, Sarge. You're too modest.
Bloody hell.
Morning. Too many policemen around, Tom. Let's get this station tidy and everybody out, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Especially the troublemakers.
Inspector Kite has given me instructions, sir.
Oh, good. Can you follow?
Oh, sir, Federation rep, Hollis reckons he's been nominated.
That's right. The only nomination I've received. Well, I put out the memo 2 weeks ago, Tom, the day before Freeman retired. If the rest of your lads are too apathetic to take on the job, they must accept the consequences. That's democracy. Besides, what's wrong with Hollis? I've always found him a very diligent and obliging officer. The ideal station rep, from my point of view.
Youth and community. Is Tony Bryce in yet, please? Tony Smith, Sunhill. Oh, yeah. Nice for some. Well, maybe you can help me then. It's about a kid in our patch notified to you a couple of months ago. Natalie Winston.
Just thought you'd like to know.
Reg Hollis? He's got to be joking.
Nominations don't close till midday, sure. You could always stand yourself.
Me? Federation rep? No, thanks. Anyway, you're going to be a 10-year man, aren't you?
Don't have to be.
You do have the main qualification, Nick.
Well, why don't you stand then, eh?
Interfere with my studies, wouldn't it?
Needs someone with a bit of front. Someone who can stand up to the governors. Needs a bit of nous as well. No, I shouldn't bother, Shaw.
Federation's a waste of time anyway. What did Les Freeman ever do for us, eh? All he ever talked about was going to Blackpool Conference and getting his end away with WPCs.
Wasn't just talk, son. I've seen him in action.
Who, Les Freeman?
Oh, yeah. I've had me moments too, you know, as sergeant's rep. Oh, yes, it all happens at conference. Big, strong boys like you could do very well for yourselves.
Yeah, but that's only for 1 week a year, isn't it? I mean, rest of the time you're listening to people griping and getting ignored by governors.
Please yourself, then. Reg Hollis it is. Actually, I usually find that women make the best station reps.
No such thing as a woman in police force. They're all men in drag.
This disguise is pretty good, then.
How about it then, Joe?
How about what?
Standing for station rep.
Why would I do a thing like that?
Ideal person. Intelligent, knowledgeable, respected by governors and comrades.
Respected by who? I'm just a man in drag.
Edwards and Shaw, treat for you. Find yourself a bucket of spade and some sand.
Oh, Sarge.
Shut up, you Welsh whinger.
Come on, chop, chop.
Today? Oh, bloody hell. Well, is one of your lot going or not? Well, yes, I appreciate that. My interest is that I did the original notification. Well, what about CID? Have you told them there's a conference this morning?
Anything I can get you, Smith? Tea, sandwiches, footrest?
Well, she's definitely been thumped recently, so somebody should be there. Well, what about if I went then? Oh, I'll have to get clearance this end, but... Yeah, right. OK, then. Well, I'll tell the CID then. OK, bye. Sarge?
No.
It beats me why you want to go for promotion anyway. I mean, on your max, you can earn as much as a sergeant.
Yeah, but you don't see many sergeants clearing up oil slicks, though, do you?
It's still a crappy job. Who wants to end up like Tom Penny?
Oh, Penny's just a fuss-ass. Anyway, I don't expect to pass, but if I have a go, it'll keep them off my back, you know.
Excuse me, chaps. What about this corner over here? It's Johnny Sergeant! Oh, yes. Next time!
Here, I'm not sure they can make you do that, you know, Nick. That's a misuse of manpower.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's all sorts of things I'm going to get into when I'm station rep.
You're not campaigning, are you, Reg? I mean, don't you know it's against the rules?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to try to influence anyone's vote. Not that there's likely to be an election. No, I seem to have emerged, as they say. It's a one-horse race, isn't it?
I wouldn't bank on that if I were you, mate.
Oh, no, why? Who's standing then?
You not heard?
No.
June Ackland.
Oh, well, that's right then. She's only a woman.
Alec Pieces is right, you know, June. You would make a good station rep. You've got the experience.
Thanks.
Yeah, can you imagine Reg Hollis doing it? Everyone would vote for you. Besides, it'd do you good.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, give you an interest.
Who says I need an interest?
I'm sorry, don't take it the wrong
just
way.
because I'm not husband hunting or shag happy doesn't mean I need an interest. I'm a perfectly normal woman. I enjoy my job and then I go home and mind my own bloody business, all right?
Pardon me for living.
Yes, sir. It's an official, non-accidental injury case conference. Youth and community section have been notified. If they don't attend, that's down to them. We've got our own job to do.
Community liaison concerns us all, Tom. We should never miss an opportunity for inter-agency cooperation.
Well, with all respect...
If Smith has knowledge of the case, I think we could spare him for an hour, don't you?
I'm already light because of the Tom Squad.
As long as we make it clear to Y&C that it's not to be seen as setting a precedent, of course. Yes? All ready for inspection, Alec?
Oh, yes, sir. Blood's been washed off the charge room walls. It's a joke, sir. Thanks, son.
Of course, it's very likely that as custody officer, the DAC will want to ask you how Pace is shaking down.
Who, sir?
Pace. Police and criminal evidence?
Oh, that Pace. Sorry, sir.
Naturally, you'll try to avoid an activation while the DAC is here, so you can give them your undivided attention. It's very important that senior management have a full exchange of views with grassroots levels.
Well, sir, if he really wants my opinion, he can have it. Pace is a pain in the neck. Only thing I don't have to write down now is how often a prisoner farts.
I'm sure you'll find something more constructive to say than that, Sergeant. We all have an interest in presenting Sun Hill and its personnel as efficient, flexible and forward-looking. No room for Ned Ludd here.
Ned Ludd?
What do you say, Sarge?
Yes.
You wanted to see me, Sarge?
Yes.
Robin, do us a couple of CROs, mate, fast as you can. Anything for you, darling? Tara Winston and Chaz Hendry. Current address, 24 Lexford Square. They both race code 3. It's all right in here, isn't it, Sarge?
Yeah, marvellous. Till someone pulls the plug.
Right, Martella, do you see anything wrong with this entry for the 27th of October? Black Labrador answering to the name of Sambo.
Yes, Sarge. It's racist?
It's also in the wrong book.
Sorry, Sarge?
Sambo was found on the 27th of October. I was here when they brought him in. He had a crushed foot, broken ribs and a torn ear. Which has nothing to what you're going to get if you can't learn the difference between lost and found.
Sorry, Sarge.
This DAC Wainwright is worse than an auditor. He can pounce on anything. Yeah, what is it, Melvin?
What do with these, Sarge?
What are they?
Roller boots, Sarge.
Oh, very good, Melvin.
They were in the lost property store without a label.
Find the label. All right?
Right, Sarge, we finished clearing up the yard. What do you want us to do now? Blanco the truncheon?
Go and hold Melvin's hand in the property store for 10 minutes. Martella, make sure the Commissioner's picture's taken down off the dartboard. Ah, hello, Roy. How was your leave?
Bloody awful.
How are we all then? Oh, in a positive mode, you know.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Piss off.
What's the word of the week?
What's the word of the week? What?
Bullshit.
No. You must excuse Robert. He's not been on his policing by obscuratives course yet. It's helicopterisation, either that or bicyclisation.
Bullshit, dude.
Oh, and mind out, there's a DAC about.
What is it?
Yeah, about midday. And I wouldn't seek solace in Bude Street either. Tom Squad's been down there all week.
Morning, Roy. Good leave. Superb, thank you, Brian. I hear you've activated a Tom Squad in my absence down in Bude Street.
That's right. The problem there has been escalating, as I expect you know. With growing public concern.
Yeah, of course. You won't nick Janice, will you? Who? Janice Taylor. You must know Janice, surely, Brian. Blue eyes, dark hair, tall, slim, ladders up her stockings for the midgets to climb up.
Not personally, no.
The lad's on your relief. Well, anyway, Wednesday's her day down Bude Street, and be a great inconvenience to the CID. She was taken out of circulation at the moment.
I see. Well, Roy, I'm not sure how far I can accommodate you there. In my view, it's very important that an operation of this nature be seen to be even-handed. Well, questions could be asked if we start showing favouritism at this stage.
Yeah, I didn't ask for a lecture. Just a favour. Look, you catch the Toms and I'll catch the villains, all right? All right, Dashers?
Morning, Gov.
Where is everyone?
Ted's not in yet, and Super Cop's gone to get me a coffee.
Super Cop?
Carver.
I'm sorry, mate.
He's settling in all right, isn't he?
I said we're too busy.
Too busy for what?
It's a social services case conference at 11 o'clock. Non-accidental injury. We've only just heard.
I mean, 2 hours' notice.
What are you getting so upset about? It's me who'll have to go, not you.
It's the principle of the bloody thing. Do we
Galloway.
get any extra time? Do we get any extra staff?
No,
do
sir.
we? It wouldn't be so bad if it was one a month, but youth and community are coming through here with one a day now.
Well, it's not their fault, is it, Ted?
I am not saying it's
Yes,
their
sir.
fault. Life was just a damn sight easier when social services were allowed to bury their dead, that's all.
Shut up. Yes, sir. I'll be right along. Thank you. Brownlow must have heard every bloody word.
Good.
Well, you can tell social services yourself now. I've been put up to funnel the DAC. It's all yours, acting at DI at Roach.
Oh, come on, Governor. Look, I've got the Nazim case, the warehouse burglary, the arson attacks.
Yes, and now you've got a couple of hours listening to some so-called experts talking a load of cobblers. Who's on the case from youth and communities?
Tony Bryars, but he's away on the show, so I'm going along.
I see. What you got?
Not a lot so far.
Better get your fingers out then, haven't you? All right, Ted?
All yours then, sir.
If youth and community want us at the conference, we go.
I go.
And it might be a good idea, just for once, to keep the ears open and the mouth stumm. Yeah?
Morning, Gov. Had a nice holiday?
Robin's done a CRO check on the mother and the current boyfriend.
Thanks, Jim. You know the history, do you?
All right, Carver?
Good morning, sir.
Got a little job for you.
Wait, what happened to my coffee?
Well, Roach took it off. Get your own. It's not the office boy. Right, Jim. I want you to find me a prostitute.
Isn't pimping against the Commission's guidelines, sir?
Janice Taylor, formerly of the West End 1st Division, now languishing in the East End 4th, but regular screw of Sandit and Nazim, in whom we've more than a passing interest. Now, she's coming forward with some really good stuff, and I don't want to call up an Inspector Kite's dragnet, all right?
She looks a bit of all right, Governor.
Yeah. You mind how you go.
Well, you want someone as station rep who is going to take these aspects seriously. Not that I'm trying to influence anyone. It's not,
I don't know.
It's like I said at Nick and Tat. I am quite happy to let events take their course. But, now, it's no disrespect to Les Freeman, but as far as negotiating with the governors is concerned, well, he weren't very articulate, were he? I mean, me. I'm a 5-0 level man, one of the new breed. Me and Mr. Brownlow, we are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, see you, Reg.
Yeah, see you. Good hunting.
Yeah, and you? Taking the big van, are we?
So you really think I ought to stand then?
All I'm saying is you do a good job, and that's the sort of person you are. If you don't fancy it, being station rep's not that big a deal. As long as you know why you don't want to do it.
Oh, people make all sorts of assumptions, that's all.
Well, you don't want to take any notice of Shaw. I mean, he has to have a dig. Proves he's a man.
It's not just Nick, it's everyone. June Ackland, aged 30, married to the job. Good old, sexless, dependable June.
Not married to the job, are you?
I don't know. Yeah, sometimes there doesn't seem to be a lot else.
Well, that's what you want to sort out, isn't it? I mean, away from this place. You take on station rep, you get sucked in completely. Let Ellis do it, then we can all have a laugh.
Oops, pardon me. Ackland, they're under starter's orders.
Yeah, I'm on my way, Sarge. Hey, thanks, Alec.
Just call me Marge.
Yeah.
Aha!
We had finished, Sarge.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we had, hadn't we, Ken?
Yes, Sarge. Every item accounted for. Except for these. I've looked in all the property books and I still can't find an entry.
Yeah, well, lose them.
Lose them, Sarge?
Lose them, Melvin. Destroy, hide, or otherwise get shot of.
But isn't that
Yeah,
against...
that's creative property accounting, something else they didn't teach you at Hendon. Come on then, Edwards. Come on, Bude Street awaits. Out, come on. Out, 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 out. Come along. Right, anyone else for Operation Scrubber? Oh. Good morning.
Morning. So you're not going to come to our rescue, then?
Station rep? No.
Come on, you two, hurry up.
Nice job you two made of this yard. You make someone a lucky one.
It's rude to read and come here, that's why.
Little man. Bloody wet-ass kids come out of college. Full of theory, think that they can help these people. And what do they really know, eh? Eh? Sod all. That's what they know. It's crazy. Nobody should be let loose as a social worker unless they've brought up kids of their own. Then they might know what it's all about.
How many kids have you got, Sarge?
Mind the walls, please. Everything all right, Tom? Ah, just putting them in the canteen till you're ready to start your guided tour, sir.
No, Tom, you're tasked to the Brownies. On full alert for the DAC. No doubt our paths will cross.
Let's be fair, Sarge. I mean, we think we're overworked. The social workers in this bureau have got a caseload of about 80 or 90 each, you know.
Yeah, my heart bleeds.
Well, they must be concerned, otherwise they wouldn't call a case conference, would they?
Concern's no bloody use if they won't let us do something about it.
Right, Melvin, you're on the back door with your radio, please. Call in the moment the DAC's car appears. Yes, sir. And after that, no one but no one's to be allowed in for the next hour. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Anything I can do? We're pretty quiet in there at the moment. No, I don't think we need to disturb you, Bob.
Winston and the Rasta friend not having any previous, we're on a hiding to nothing. Just like the kid.
Morning, Sergeant.
Morning.
Tim Rutherford, Social Services Area Officer.
Morning, sir.
Natalie Winston, yes?
That's it, yeah.
CID involvement considered necessary at this stage, Sergeant, right?
In view of the injuries, yeah.
Keep an open mind on that, shall we? Hello, Mona.
Good morning. Morning, Ms. Blake.
Sierra Oscar from 416. He's here.
Tara Winston and her daughter Natalie were moved into Lexford Square 12 months ago.
as part of the Housing Committee's initiative to promote a better ethnic mix on the borough's remaining white ghetto estates.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the prejudice and hostility that she's been subjected to there have resulted in a lot of stress.
Good figures, Charles. Even your clear-up rate. Not using the Kent method, I trust.
No need, sir. Just effective policing.
Right. Can you show me around, then?
Yes, of course.
Actually, you're sharing our hospitality with the local Brownie, sir. I hope you don't mind. Part of our community policing initiative.
Excuse me, Miss Taylor?
Yeah?
Can you spare a minute?
Why, is that how long it takes you?
I've got a message from Inspector Galloway.
Not on the bleeding pavement, please. Sending a boy on a man's errand, is he?
It's just a warning to stay out of sight. The Tom Scott's going round here every today, see, and, well...
I'll have the curb crawler, Taff. You can have the Tom.
You want to spread it round, eh, lads?
Don't worry, Jimbo. We know how to look after our own.
She's a very important link in this case we're building up. If Nazim were to get wind
Well,
of
that's
it...
right, Nick. There is the lady's reputation to think of.
Our lips are sealed.
Yeah, well, thanks very much.
You dirty little bleeder.
Tara Winston only attended one psychiatric consultation about 6 months ago. But I would say that she was a classic example of the cycle of emotional deprivation. No love and warmth in her own childhood, consequent difficulty in learning how to be a mother. And in my view, the best way to break the cycle is through a therapeutic relationship with her social worker within the family structure.
What family structure? The mother's got the morals of a polecat. The boyfriend's a Rasta, so he won't be around for long. And P.C. Smith's colleague saw Natalie only this morning with a black eye.
Here we go. Typical intelligent response. Nick 'em and bin 'em.
Well, it's a bloody damn sight better than pontificating over a corpse, Ms. Blake.
I don't think that was a good idea, Alec.
Well, they enjoyed it.
I must try that at parade.
Who wants the fingerprints taken?
All I want is a simple answer to a simple question. Are the interests of this child supposed to be paramount or not?
Well, of course they are, Sergeant. There's no argument about that. What we have to decide is whether the evidence is strong enough to warrant the huge step of taking a child away from its mother.
You have got our evidence. And the neighbour, Mrs. Baker...
Yes, I'm sure she will.
Well, you can't accuse her of racial prejudice, love.
She's what's known as a coconut, love. Black on the outside and white in the middle.
Mrs. Megson, I mean, you're the health visitor. Surely you must know what's going on there.
Mrs. Megson visits to see baby Jason only. He is healthy and well cared for. And frankly, I would be very unhappy if this case were allowed to undermine the health service position at Lexford Square. We've worked long and hard to build up a trusting relationship with the newer tenants.
So we carried a kid out in a box just to keep the tarts and the drug pushers happy.
Mr. Chair, do we have to take any more from this ignorant pig?
Zoe.
Every day, my caseworkers are abused, spat upon, and physically injured trying to keep families together. And all you bastards ever want to do is take the easy way out. Well, I'm bloody sick of you!
Hand here, right? Plaster it all over. Look at that. Nice and gooey. Now, finger on the top there. Press firmly with your thumb as well. That's it on the palm. And lift. Not a bad one. Go wash your hands. Right, who's next? Hello, Pandora. That's a lovely name. Pandora, very pretty. Good, mate. Give us the other hand, Pandora. That's it. Paste and paste and paste like that. Right? Now, you should press firmly like this. Up you go, firm. And there you go. There's yours. I tell you what we do.
This is
Why
Sergeant Penny, sir.
Sergeant? Very good.
Thank you, sir. Sergeant Peters, our custody officer.
What is that?
Sergeant.
Oh, sorry, sir. Just giving them a little souvenir.
Yes, well, I've got one as well now. Thank you. Enjoying yourselves?
Yes, thank you!
Good. We'll leave you to it.
You're taking lunch with us, sir?
Love to, Brian, but unfortunately time doesn't permit.
But with all due respect, Mrs. Avon, education welfare are getting referrals now that 15 years ago teachers wouldn't look twice at. It's just got completely out of hand. Kids do pick up bruises. And in Natalie Winston's case, there's no way I could say the injuries I saw were non-accidental.
You're the expert, of course, Mr. Pierce. I'm just a humble headmistress. But I'm telling you the injuries have continued. And like Sergeant Roach, I simply cannot understand this conference's unwillingness to act.
But we are acting. Progress is being made. Can't you understand the huge problems of poverty and isolation this mother is under?
She's inadequate. The child's at risk. She should be removed.
Here, here.
You're a cow, do you know that?
Only a cow, Shirley. You usually manage better than that.
If I had AIDS, I'd spit in your face.
I don't know why you make such a fuss. You've been done so often, just regard your fines as income tax.
All right, Shell.
Get off. I'll let you know when you can grope me.
As Caroline, Mary and Gordon have already said, we have perhaps been overreacting to recent well-publicized cases by removing children into care when it wasn't really necessary. In doing so, we have virtually destroyed families, perhaps irrevocably. So, in this case, I think it behoves us to consider very carefully before we vote. Are the injuries non-accidental? If so, does the evidence suggest that they are serious enough for us to be able to obtain a full care order? Now, personally, I think not. We can either simply place Natalie on the at-risk register, which would be merely a formality since she and her family are already being closely monitored, or do we go for a place of safety order, so she can be removed temporarily pending fuller investigations? Now, if I could have a show of hands, please. 1 vote per agency. All those in favour of a place of safety order. Against? So, we register Natalie and keep a close watch on developments. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Conference dismissed. If you will excuse me.
Why don't you vote, Sarge?
Votes are a farce anyway. They'll always change their decision afterwards if they think fit.
Well, I think it's a bloody disgrace.
Sergeant Roach, that child is being systematically beaten. Can't you do something?
Yes, Mrs. Avon. As the lady said, we can nick him and bin him, and I'm on my way right now.
But what for?
You've been seen talking to the single male occupants of 3 different cars. That's loitering for the purposes of prostitution.
Yeah, what arrest? I mean, we're not regulars, like. We've never done this sort of thing before, you know. Just this girl had just got back home.
Yes, look, I'm sorry, love.
What's going to happen?
You'll be kept in custody overnight and then taken to the court in the morning.
Overnight? But we've only come down here on an away day from Doncaster. We'll not be able to use his tickets tomorrow.
Redeck? I'd like to keep the place bright for the staff, sir. Decent surroundings make a big difference to morale.
I suppose you have a good working relationship with your station rep, then, Charles? Any chance of meeting him?
Well, sir, as a matter of fact, at the
Yes,
moment...
sir. P.C. Hollis, our collator. Newly elected this morning, as a matter of fact. Unopposed. He's a good man.
But will I be able to phone my mum? She'll worry herself sick if I'm not at home.
Well done, chaps. A full house.
Hello, Nick. Hey, Tracy, look, it's Nick Shaw. What? Hey, hello, Nick. How are you doing?
I'm all right, you know.
See you later, maybe.
Yeah. Went to the same school in Doncaster, no?
Let's get in and do your French homework then. Go on, I'll drive.
No doubt you're all set with a long list of complaints, The perennial broken loo seats and blocked urinals that chief supers never attend to.
Well, actually, I'm more concerned with stress.
Really?
Do you know that last year over 200 coppers left the Met due to the stress of the job? There's been all sorts of reports about the need for counselling and so forth. But we're still in the dark ages. Marks and Spencer's cashiers get better welfare services than we do. And they don't get petrol bombs slung at them.
What's the matter?
You can't come in.
Why not?
Inspector's orders, the DAC's here.
Look, I've got a wagon load full of Toms in here. What am I supposed to do with them?
Go for a drive round.
Go for a drive round?
Sorry, it's my orders. Can't you just park it outside and wait till he's gone?
This is bloody ridiculous.
What's going on, Tom?
We're not allowed in till the DAC's gone.
You what? What are we supposed to do then?
Open a mobile brothel, I suppose.
Won't pay much for you, love.
Has the DAC gone yet? No, he's in with Hollis at the moment.
Only I've been sitting like a lemon upstairs for the last hour.
Oh, sorry, Roy. Schedule's very tight. I'm afraid we have to cut one or two items.
Well, you could have come upstairs and told me.
Dov, can I have a word, please?
Weren't you supposed to be at a case conference?
I've been to the case conference. I want a place of safety order.
You want what?
I want a place of safety order for that kid, Natalie Winston. Will you come, please?
On what grounds?
On the grounds that she's been gradually beaten to a pulp and that social services will do sod all about it. Sir, I don't think we can wait on this one. I want that kid out.
All right, I'll come and take a look.
Good. I'll give you the information on the way first.
Good luck, Hollis. Only a couple of minutes. Sunhill will have the right man for the job.
Oh, no, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Forward-thinking fellow, Charles. Keep your door open to him. Yes, sir.
Sergeant Cryer, sir.
All correct, sir?
And PCs Frank and Patel.
Good morning. Sir. Bit different from when you joined the force, I dare say, Sergeant?
Certainly is, sir.
Any problems with the new technology?
None we haven't been able to cope with, sir, no.
Good. Must say I admire chaps like you taking all this in your stride.
It helps to catch villains, sir. We've got to go with it. Even old sweats like me.
Quite right, Sergeant. Mark of the true professional. Carry on.
Thank you, sir. And don't bring a newspaper in here again.
Aha! Black Hand Gang again.
Oh, pardon me, sir. Do you wish to speak to our young visitors before they leave, or are you too busy?
Please don't mind me, Charles. I must be off soon anyway. I'm sure Brian can tell me anything else I want to know.
Well, if you're quite sure then, sir.
See you again soon. How do you find the latest Home Office management report?
Right, we'll go to the recreation room this way. Thank you, Tom.
So you don't get back home much then, Nick?
Well, no, not a lot.
Hey, do you remember that Susan Farley used to knock about with back home? She's got a baby now and all.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
She was going to come with us today, though, and leave it with her mum. Only her mum's not well.
Oh, really?
That would have been a laugh, really. You and her.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a laugh, that, wouldn't it?
I need the loo. Oh, shut up, Tracy. You're as bad as a kid.
Oh, well, I can't help it, can I?
Pee on their seats, love. I'm going to in a minute. Ain't no one got a pack of cards or nothing.
Well, you can play noughts and crosses in my pocketbook if you like.
Trivial Bleeding Pursuits. That should be your favourite game. Oh, no. Who's ever sing song? Hey, you in the front there. You're Welsh, aren't you? You ought to be able to sing.
Yeah, only in the bath, love.
Oh, well, you better get your rubber duck out then, ain't you?
Mrs. Winston, this is Inspector Galloway from Sunhill Police Station. I was hoping we could have a little chat about Natalie.
Don't tell me about my child. Don't you tell me!
Mrs. Winston.
Get out! Just piss off out! Just leave out! Get out! You piss off out of here! Get out of my house! Mom! Just let go of me!
Right, just sit down and be quiet.
Just leave... Off me with you! Just get it off! Just get it off me, okay? Just get it off me!
Leave it alone, right? You're just gonna get hurt. Don't stop it.
Look, I'm touching my arm, right? Just get it off!
Come with me, darling.
Let go of my arm! Let me
Right, Brian, thank you very much. It's been most interesting.
Thank you, sir.
You run a jolly tight ship. Well done. Rest assured, your efforts do not go unnoticed.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you again.
Hello, Jim. Someone said you were standing. What, you changed your mind, did you?
Yeah, changed my mind.
Oh, well, it's a woman's prerogative.
Do us a favour. Put a place of safety in the interview room. You can come and sit with her till social services turn up.
Yeah, sure.
We love you, Giles. We do. We love you, Giles. We do. We love you, Giles. We do. Oh, Sergeant, we love you.
Where's my mum?